Hola clase. Today we're going to learn about articles in Spanish, the definite articles and indefinite articles. So what are these? In English, we have the. So we use the when we're referring to something we know specifically what it is. Do you want the taco? Or do you want the tacos? So we know what tacos we're referring to. Indefinite articles are a or an or some. So these are in general. Do you want a taco? We're not referring to a specific taco. Or do you want some tacos? Now in Spanish, before we get to the articles, I want you to realize that everything you see before your very eyes is either masculine or feminine. So it's either a boy or a girl. For example, the curtains, las cortinas, are girls. The window is a girl. The sofa is a boy. Los libros, or the books, are boys. The painting is a girl. The television set is a boy. The cushions are boys. And the carpet is a girl. So it's not really the noun itself that's a boy or a girl, but it's the word for the noun or the object that's either masculine or feminine. So how do we know if the word is masculine or feminine? Well, 99% of the words that end in an O in Spanish are indeed masculine. For example, taco ends in an O, therefore it's masculine. And the words that end in an A in Spanish are feminine, like enchilada. So there are some other ways that you can tell. Usually if the word ends in an MA in Spanish, it's also masculine. Those are borrowed from Greek, and they were masculine in Greek, so they just kept them. Problema. And if it ends in an S, but it's singular, then it's usually masculine as well. Words that are feminine in Spanish that end in ción are always feminine, and dad, D-A-D, like comunidad. Those are also feminine. Sometimes it's a T-A-D, like ciudad or libertad. So just know that those are also feminine. And remember, these are only referring to nouns, persons, places, or things. So why is it important to know if the word is masculine or feminine? Because there are 4 ways to say the in Spanish. That's right, 4. So you always have to ask yourself, is it masculine, feminine, singular, or plural? Because all 4 of these mean the in English. There's the masculine singular, the feminine singular, the masculine plural, and the feminine plural. And there are 2 ways to say a or an, and 2 ways to say some. These are un and una, or unos and unas. So these plural would be some, and this is a or an. Examples: el pasajero, or un pasajero, if it's in general and not a specific passenger. La pasajera, una pasajera. El horario, un horario. El profesor, or un profesor. La profesora, or una profesora. El conductor, un conductor. And la, or una conductora. Dad, an example of dad is la nacionalidad. So, like I said before, all words that end in dad or tad are feminine. And here's some examples: libertad, ciudad, publicidad, mentalidad. I'll give you a hint. Those are usually end in ity in Spanish, in English. And another example of S is el país. We learned autobús. And our país is los Estados Unidos. And it's abbreviated EEUU, Los Estados Unidos. The States United. Z. La computadora, una computadora. Now, this is how you make them plural. To pluralize a noun that ends in a vowel, you just add s. Las computadoras. Notice it's kind of like saying those computers. Unas computadoras. El cuaderno. Un cuaderno. Los cuadernos. Unos cuadernos. Now, to pluralize a word that ends in a consonant, you usually add es. El lápiz, los lápices. For some reason, the Z changes to a C, and I can't really give you an explanation for that, but you just have to memorize it. Un lápiz, unos lápices. Now, some words are actually gender neutral and can be both masculine or feminine. So you use the article to tell you if it's a boy or a girl. For example, words that end in ista. La turista, el turista. Or like dentista. La dentista and el dentista. Words that end in E can also be masculine or feminine. El estudiante, la estudiante. And some other words that end in a consonant, sometimes it could be either, or sometimes it's just masculine. You just have to memorize it. El joven, la joven. Here's some more irregulars that you just must memorize. La mano. Las manos, unos manos. Una mano. El día. Un día, los días, unos días. That's why you say buenos días. El mapa, un mapa. El or un problema. Los or unos problemas. This one's not irregular, it's just we shorten the word fotografía, which is feminine, and we usually say la foto. So to recap, there are 4 ways to say the in Spanish: el, la, los, and las. And there are 2 ways to say a or n, un and una, and 2 ways to say some, unos and unas. And then there are some that you just have to memorize, like ma and s are both masculine as well as o, and feminine is sion and dad. Some words can be either masculine or feminine, and in an ista or a consonant. Now, practiquemos. I'm going to give you the answers on the next slide, so you can pause the presentation. In 1 through 6, you're going to choose el, la, los, or las. And on this side, you're going to choose un, una, unos, or unas. Remember, words that end in dad and sion are feminine. Here's your answers. Buena suerte.